Tonight's videos going viral on social media include American-Iranians terrified for their loved ones.
Whoever's out there begging to call this necessary, this is not a theoretical. This is my family. These are people's lives.
Far from calling for regime change, many are asking for the bombs to stop.
Israel is doing is not liberating the Iranian people. The Islamic Republic has been brutalizing its own people for decades, and Israel bombs are not aimed at dismantling tyranny.
Just 3 years ago, Iranians took to the streets over the death of a 22-year-old woman who had been detained for wearing the wrong clothing in Iran. Their protests with the slogan, "Women, Life, Freedom," were brutally repressed. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has repeated those words as he called for a new Iranian uprising.
Woman, life, freedom.
But a US intelligence firm that utilizes AI to analyze sentiment in closed countries says Israel's campaign is not encouraging a revolution.
What we're seeing in Iran is a somewhat unsurprising rally around the flag effect and we're seeing this on a range of media, whether it's social media, messaging, app groups, that people are under attack from Israel.
This week, we were able to reach an academic who lives in Tehran with his family and says just talking to the outside world is getting harder.
Right now, we do have electricity, we do have food, we do have water, so there's no problem in terms of water supply or something like this. Yes, the internet connection is not that much reliable.
Yeah, it was quite difficult to do this call. It's been quite difficult just to talk to each other. The overriding feeling, he told us, is that Iran is under attack.
I know that there are a group of people that are criticizing the government, but most of the people do not criticizing the government because this war was not started by the Iranian government. It wasn't started by the Israelis.
Iran's supreme leader did refuse to completely roll back his nuclear program, and the Filter Labs analysis suggests the 86-year-old is losing support.
People are supportive of Iran, but that's not necessarily making people rally around the supreme leader.
Today, Israel's defense minister again threatened his assassination, saying he can no longer exist. But a week into Israel's campaign to stop Iran gaining a nuclear weapon, the intelligence suggests a striking shift. Is there any kind of a shift in people's view about whether Iran should have a nuclear weapon?
Well, what we started to see in the last few days is actually Iranians say this is the reason why we should have a nuclear weapon, that if they had one, they would be more protected.
And NBC's Keir Simmons joins us now from Erbil, Iraq. Keir, we heard in your piece so many Iranians are saying they just want the bombs to stop. We have seen those long lines of cars as people try to evacuate Tehran. But for those that are staying, how are they surviving in that city?
Well, Mohammed, who you saw in my piece there, speaking from Tehran, said, look, Tehran is a city of 9 million people. If just 20% of them decide that they want to get out, then that is chaos. That is jams as people try to flee the city. He said families are pulling together, helping each other. He said half the people, some of the people are really frightened. Others are kind of sticking it out and being brave and confident. We can see from the pictures, you know, that there are hits on residential areas. Those appear to be targeted hits against scientists, for example, military leaders. You know, I've come up close and seen an assassination hit by a drone by apparently the Israelis in other parts of this region. It can be very precise, but hundreds of people in Iran have died so far just in 1 week, and not all of those were military targets or scientists.
Keir Simmons in Iraq, thank you. And at this hour, we are following some major breaking legal news with a federal judge ordering the Trump administration.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.